Federal judge to rule on AP's challenge to Trump's press ban. Washington, D.C. In a critical legal battle over press freedom, a U.S. federal judge is set to deliberate on Monday over Associated Press, that is AP, legal challenge against the Trump administration's controversial decision to revoke its journalists' access. The move comes after the AP defied a White House directive by continuing to refer to the Gulf of Mexico by its traditional name rather than adopting President Donald Trump's newly mandated term, the Gulf of America. U.S. District Judge Trevor McFadden, a Trump appointee, will preside over the hearing at 3 p.m. in Washington Federal Court, where the AP seeks an emergency restraining order to reinstate its full access to White House press briefing and Air Force One coverage. The case raises pivotal question about the First Amendment and the extent to which the government can exert influence over journalistic terminology. A First Amendment test, the AP filed its lawsuit last Friday, targeting three high-ranking White House officials: Communication Director Stephen Cheong, Chief of Staff Susan Wiles, and Deputy Chief of Staff Taylor Bordwich. The lawsuit asserts that the administration's ban constitutes a direct infringement on the constitutional right to free speech by attempting to dictate how journalists frame their reporting. The AP, which has long prided itself on editorial independence, argues that barring its reporters from crucial presidential events severely restricts its ability to inform the public. By preventing AP journalists from witnessing key decision and statement firsthand, the administration effectively curtails transparent news dissemination, the lawsuit contends. White House Communication Director Stephen Cheong dismissed the legal action as the blatant PR stunt, suggesting that the lawsuit is more about generating public sympathy than addressing a legitimate grievance. Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt, speaking at last week's Conservative Political Action Conference, reinforced the stance, stating, "We feel we are in the right in the position." At the heart of the dispute is Trump's execution order issued last month, directing the U.S. Interior Department to rename the Gulf of Mexico as the Gulf of America. The directive has sparked widespread debate, with critics condemning it as an unnecessary attempt to rewrite geographical nomenclature for political branding. The AP had announced in January that it would continue to use the name Gulf of Mexico in its reporting while duly acknowledging Trump's renaming initiative. This defiance led the administration to retaliate by barring AP journalists from Oval Office briefings and Air Force One coverage, effectively limiting their access to high-level governmental proceedings. Beyond the immediate implication for the AP, this case stands as a litmus test for the broader media landscape under the Trump administration. A ruling favoring the White House could pave the way for similar restriction against other media outlets, potentially reshaping the relationship between the press and the presidency. On the other hand, a decision in the AP's favor would reaffirm the principle that journalistic independence cannot be compromised by political directives. As the legal proceedings unfold, all eyes will be on Judge McFadden's courtroom, where a decision with far-reaching consequences for the future of press freedom in the United States awaits.